Neat. Neat. All right. In the top left corner, if I had to guess from last game based on the constancy, is that a word, of the spawn locations, in the top left corner, playing a Mala this time, trying to switch it up from the last two games, it's MAGICALL. And his opposition, his arch enemy, his opponent, it is Santa Claus. The last two games MAGICALL has won. I think Santa is going to try and change that. It is a change up in the matchup. Switching it up. If I say up one more time, I'm going to lose it. The last couple games have been Orzum versus Orzum. MAGICALL just edging out a little bit of the lead in the mid game and just running away with it the longer the game went on. Not to say that they weren't exciting, because they were. Lots of base trades going on. Some crazy stuff happening. We see a little bit of a difference in the opener for Santa Claus. He's gone for that natural immediately, and then the ether extractor. Double ether extractor. Wow. He's gonna want to go. He's trying to go tech heavy. We see also a difference in MAGICALL, how he's playing. It looks like he did go natural first, and he is getting out his production before his gas. So he, as I say that, he goes for gas. Caster Curse. I'm excited to see what both these players are going to do this game. We see a double gas from MAGICALL as well. So both these players are kind of going to try and play some tech heavy game. We're not going to see any crazy all-ins to open it up. Well, unless it's a tech all-in, but you don't see those as often, and they are not usually as effective, in my experience. We see hunters are out. The natural completes for MAGICALL. He's going to go out and try and farm that PYRE a little bit before Santa does. Santa went straight for a Legion Hall, or I'm sorry, a forge. What's the term? Soul Foundry. That's it. Soul Foundry. I know it started with an F. Went straight for a Soul Foundry, skipping initial units. And that could mean early absolvers. That would be interesting. It wouldn't be super effective until he got his, well, there you have it. Early absolvers. He's going to try and get that siege upgrade for them, absolvers, with the recent patch. Kind of got nerfed a little bit. Their siege upgrade has to be, their siege ability, it now requires a tech building that it did not require before. It makes it a little bit harder for absolvers to be used in the early game as they were in the past. But Santa Claus is going to try and make it work. Absolvers, they're very powerful. If you can get enough of them and you can catch your opponent off guard, they can be really, really daunting. We see the production from MAGICALL. I said he was going to go tech heavy, and he did get two. He may be going for a bunch of Zakalls. As I say that he is getting a tech building, but he has yet to get the second tier of building when it comes to the different slots. There's the infantry, there's the heavy infantry, and then there's the air. He's yet to get the second tech building. Or production building. And that's a little scary. He might be going for a big Zakal all-in, which is honestly also scary based on the new patch. Zakalls have been buffed, and they are really powerful now, really tanky. They're a force to be reckoned with. Speaking of forces to be reckoned with, though, we have some dervish running across the map here. Santa's classical dervish looking to get some damage. There's nothing in the natural. The hunters are in the main, and dervish is so quick that they're just gonna pounce in to the natural and attack some moats. We see one go down. I say two. He's even the dervish are even good at the hunters. All but two symbiotes survived, which means 4 to 5 went down. There might have been an additional symbiote popped out. There's still one dervish alive. He's going to get a little bit of damage on these symbiotes, although they're probably going to heal that back before they can be killed by another round of dervishes. And we do see Zakalls coming out. This is what I suspected from from Magical, and he is not even getting a third. He's getting a crap ton of units, and he's walking across the map. How well prepared is Santa Claus going to be? Well, he's got a very good composition. Hollower Zentari can be very powerful based on the fact that Hollower is not only doing a crap ton of damage in a large area, create hollowed ground in that area that they just hit. So that is very good. It's very good for Zentari, because Zentari will get real close initially. And then when a unit gets hit, they might get in that hollowed ground. The hollowed ground provides healing and increases the Zentari's attack from a just straight melee to a ranged attack, and you can get an upgrade to increase that range. I don't think so. Santa does have a reliquary. We do not know if he has that upgrade or not. We see a Santa's like, you're not tricking me. I know your symbiotes have run away. And here comes the dervish in the natural, attacking yet more, terrorizing the lives of the symbiotes. He gets 3. It's gonna go for a 4th. There's nothing to defend here except a couple of hunters, but the dervish may be able to take all of them on. We see the 3rd being canceled from Santa Claus. That is rather unfortunate. He does cancel it. He does save the resources. Having your hollows in front here could be dangerous, but Magical does not push in too crazy. He's gonna try and go for this tower though. That dervish lived. Whether all the hunters lived or not, we'll never know. He's going to come back here and continue terrorizing the main. There's no units. They're moving forward, and these dervish, man, these dervish are so good from Santa. He is so good at just maximizing their ability. We do see Magical coming home. He is annoyed with this dervish. It's probably going to go down here, and it does go down, but I mean, Santa Claus is in a really solid spot. His army is technologically superior, and he doesn't have the economic advantage. But if he just attacks Magical, which I suspect he might do, Santa Claus is a good player. He understands where he is in the game, and he sees the fact that Magical has a completed 3rd base. I foresee Santa Claus running across the map and trying to end the game, and we did see this last game. It did not quite work out for Santa Claus, but the situation was different. It was simply a larger army for Santa Claus, rather than just a larger army and a better tech army. We see the random tower that Magical builds now go down, and Santa Claus is getting out on the map. He's got 3 Hollowers, 2 Absolvers, 3 Magi, and a bunch of Zentari. And Scepters. Once again, Santa's like, you get a unit, and you get a unit, and you get a unit. He has no fear of being diverse with his unit. Was there a base here that just got canceled? I hope it got canceled and not killed by the tower. Magical is being annoying with his towers, which I guess is understandable considering how annoying Santa Claus has been with his towers. See the 3rd base going down, and we see 2 massive armies coming out from Magical. Magical has resonance out now. He's going to try and get into the main with this Hunter Zakal combination. And Santa is definitely aware of this. He's gonna try and come in from the back before the rocks are down. There's a bunch of Hollowers, and Hunters just melt from Hollower fire. The rocks do go down, but Magical does not even try and go to the main. He's like, this is a death wish. I'm just gonna try and save as many units as I can, get away with my life. We see the Scepter. Is it Scepter? Scepter coming into the main, harassing, forcing the symbiotes to be pulled away. Yet again, the harassment. Hopefully he doesn't go down to Hunters. He doesn't have the greatest speed in the world. Hunters do. We see Santa Claus moving out into the center of the map. This could be really bad for Magical because his army is split right now. And we do see, wow, Hollowers are really good. Santa Claus's army is insane. Look at the supply. The supply difference is crazy here. We see the Magi sieging up for that hollowed ground. There's a couple of dervish running into the natural. They may get intercepted. No, they're too fast. The hunters are not fast enough. And it looks like, if I had to guess, this 3rd base is going to definitely go down. This siege is really powerful, especially with the Magi hollowed ground. We even see a Scepter in the corner of the map up here that could be utilized. Santa might need it. He has such a army, a tech advantage right now, and he just squanders the third base of Magical, eliminating the economic lead that Magical had over Santa Claus. And behind this, Santa Claus has a third. Santa Claus is in an amazing position right now. Followers are amazing. I love them. He's got 5 of them. This composition is so good. Man, I am a fan of the way Magical is Santa Claus is playing right now. We see a massive infuse from Magical. He's going to try and run in here and simply end the game. And the Zakals are doing their job of being a meat shield, but there is just so much ore zoom here. So many hollower death circles. We see the use of the hollower death circle, what a benefit it is to Zentari. And the army of Magical just cannot match up with the army of Santa. It's just too high tech. There's just too much going on. We did see that scepter come in here. We didn't see quite what the damage did, but we see at least 2 symbiotes went down if this was or 1 symbiote went down if this was fully saturated, and more APM, more attention being used from Magical. He has to focus, and this is really a desperation army from Magical. It's all of the same stuff. It's all of the same low-tech units that he's been building the whole game. And yeah, the supply is getting closer, but his tech just does not match up to what Santa Claus has right now. He grabs that PYRE, and that's good. He does have the PYRE advantage, but he is all in. He is as all in as he can be. He's on 2 bases of economy compared to Magical's 3. I'm sorry, Santa Claus's 3. And honestly, Santa Claus could take a 4th base too, and he could easily defend it. He gets that PYRE accelerator, so he's going to have some PYRE to play with. We do see a hunter run by that gets stopped by the massive army of Santa. Kills about half of them before they get away. We see another army moving around. Magical knows his position of the game. He knows he has to try and split Santa Claus and live for as long as possible. And he knows that he took these rocks down, so he's just going to run in the main. This could be pretty dangerous for Santa. His army is out of position for this, or he could just try and go for the throat, and that's not the worst idea. He is going to go for the throat. He's going to go for the rocks in the main. He's going to be like, Uno reverse card. Uno reverse card is what's going on right here, except for the fact that Magical noticed, or Santa was just like, hey, I don't even need to do this. I'm just going to kill you. And that's what he's doing. The Zentari are so tanky. We see a couple dervish coming in, and Magical's just like, okay, well, this base is lost. I can't possibly defend it. The Zals are having free reign in the main base of Santa, and he does need to do something about this. This Hollower is going to work on him for a little bit, but Hollowers are not amazing at killing Zakals. Zakals are pretty tanky. Hollowers are better at light units. And we see Santa Claus here moving into the natural of Magical. Magical does have Dread Sisters out. He's trying to catch up on the tech, but there's Sharu, and the Sharu shots were amazing. We see a pillar coming down. Dread Sisters are trying to use their abilities, but it's just not working. And Magical, GG's, what a game. Santa Claus gets his revenge. The revenge of Santa Claus. Instead of Revenge of the Sith, it's Revenge of Santa. Execute Order 66. Well done from Santa Claus, finally getting his revenge. Very good game indeed. That's gonna do it. That's gonna do it.